Today's purpose is to talk about that foundational level of knowledge. In literally anything you do, there's certain basic points of information you need to have in order to function effectively. I've got a red on-off button on my screen. I just got a new computer at Christmas. I went from a Microsoft system. I went to an Apple system, a MacBook Pro, sat down. I've been working with computers for 20 to 30 years. I sat it down on my lap, I opened it up, and then I looked at it and went, how do you turn it on? That's what I needed to know. Fortunately, I was instructed on how to turn the computer on and push a little button up here in this corner. And now I haven't forgotten it and I know how to turn it on. If you're a soccer player, I worked with a soccer team the other day. And I said, okay, ladies, women's soccer team from Belmont Abbey College in Charlotte. I said, what's the first thing you need to teach a soccer player about the game of soccer? Now I'm going to pose that same question to you. What would be the first thing that you want to teach a brand new person that wants to learn how to play soccer? What would you have to teach them? What would they need to know?
Fundamentals.
Okay, fundamentals, but what's the most basic fundamental of soccer?
How to kick.
A kick. That's what came back from me. Madison, she just looks at me and she goes, through the camera, she goes, use your feet. Oh, okay. Use your feet. But that's what we're going to talk about from the standpoint of leadership. We're going to talk about 4 pillars of leadership. They're not complicated. We've already talked about one of the pillars. But this pillar thing, I compare that to making a building. Now, if you know anything about the building trades, personally, I don't. However, I do know that if living in Florida, we have unstable soil. If you want to build something that you want to last, you have to somehow get a pier or a piling down to the bedrock so that you can support the structure. Otherwise, it's going to collapse. And that's what we're going to talk about here is the piers of leadership.